Warning, this game contains content that might not be suitable for most audiences. Viewers' discretion is advised. Hello everyone and welcome to Restart Heart. Now, I know I have played this through before, okay? I played from day 1 all the way to day 3, but a new update has just dropped. Apparently, they changed up quite a few of the CGs, and I believe there might be a few parts that might have been rewritten. I'm not entirely sure about that. So we're gonna be playing over from the start. This video has been split into chapters, so if you do want to skip ahead to day 4, which is where we left off last, you can go ahead and do that, alright? Anyway, let's get started, shall we? My head. I shouldn't drink that much anymore. What's my name again? It's Lion. Oh, hey there. Does this happen to be EpyksLion? If yes, thank you so much for playing my game. I truly appreciate them. If not, click on the link and check them out. Feel free to DM me on Twitter with any questions about my game, Lion. Thanks again. Okay, I know that the developer has left like this massive little Easter egg for me, and I always appreciate whenever developers leave something like this for me. It always warms my heart to see something like this, and I always appreciate it. So, thank you very much, Lilith. Freaking hell. Did I really forget my name for a second? I really need to avoid alcohol for a while. You roll over in bed and pull the covers over your head. Your migraine plus the light coming through your window was annoying. Oh my god! Mochi is actually freaking there! Wait, why are my curtains open? You sit up and look at the window, shielding your eyes momentarily before awkwardly pushing your blanket off of you. Walking over to the window, you pull the curtains closed before looking down at yourself, half dressed and covered in sweat. Well, I need a shower. Do I really need a shower right now? Probably should, but... what should I do first? Also, yes, I did put my pronouns as Captain, so heck yeah. I am gonna take a shower first. Okay, so I really need that shower already. Quickly throwing on a shirt, you leave your room. As you enter the bathroom, you see yourself in the mirror. Your hair is an absolute mess, and your face is tear-soaked. Last night was an absolute disaster, and of course you decided that getting blackout drunk was a good idea. You prodded your face for a bit before sighing and getting ready for a shower. Knock knock. Yeah, dude? Have to get ready for work, so don't take forever, okay? Yeah, I know. You take a short shower and quickly brush your teeth before leaving the bathroom to see your roommate sitting on the couch. Yeah, I'm done, dude. So you live? Yeah, and I'm freaking hungry. So like, what are you hungry for? I could go for anything. You knew he always had the same breakfast every morning, but today he was being nice. I don't know, maybe some chocolate chip pancakes? Sounds great. I'll get the pans ready. You're on batter duty, my dude. You guys quietly make pancakes together. He keeps glancing at you with a worried expression, as if you're frail enough to wither away the moment he took his eyes off of you. Every sigh causes him to glance over, and each small clatter of a utensil being placed down made him flinch. If he likes this, then other people probably knew what happened already. You know, I'm not gonna die just because of what happened, right? Huh? He took a second to breathe and turned around after flipping a pancake. I'm just kind of worried about you, bro. You really lost your cool last night. I don't think anyone has seen you like that before. Tears pricked at your eyes as you stare at the pen. Take a deep breath, you nod. Yeah, last night freaking sucked. But it's not like I can do anything about it anymore, so I just gotta move on, you know? He nodded at you quietly, his concerned stare making him look down at you once more. You gulped and looked away. He's huge, like at least a foot taller than you. And to be honest, he's kinda hot, but like in a totally platonic way, right? Well, like I said, if you need anything, bro. He lifted his arm and patted his flexed bicep. I've got you covered. I carried you home last night. I promise I can do more than carry you. His serious face made you burst into laughter. Honestly, he was so sweet, and it was funny to see him offer violence. You wiped a tear from your eye and smiled. Dude, I think I'll be fine. Thanks, though. You returned to quietly making pancakes after seeing him blush a bit in embarrassment. After you two finished making the pancakes, you sat down and ate them without talking much. After all, you two aren't exactly close, mostly just polite because of being roomies, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be excellent roommates pretty soon. Oh, yes, Chris. He walks past you into the bathroom and you head to your room. When you sit on your bed, you reach for your phone. Well, that's lucky. Drunk me actually remember to put it on the charger. I usually don't remember that. I guess drunk me, pitied me, just as bad as everyone else probably does. Checking your notifications, you see a bunch of texts from your friends and family. Oh man, even my family knows? This is going to be a mess. Who do I respond to first? Well, I'll respond to everyone. Taking a deep breath, you pull your knees up to your chest as you slowly work your way through every single text and reply vaguely. You care enough to text, right? After a few minutes, you finish replying to everyone and choke back tears while putting on your work clothes. Maybe you head into work early today, can focus on something else. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day. You slouch in your chair as the midday rush ends. You still haven't checked your phone since this morning. Awkwardly, you fish your phone out of your bag and stare at it. Of course, there were still tons of notifications. It won't stop. It won't stop, of course. It wouldn't. After what happened. Honestly, you might as well turn off your phone for a week. Excuse me? You throw your phone back in the bag out of frustration. Dude, hello? You look up, realizing 2 customers were there, and you didn't notice since you were angry at your phone. Hello, you two! Holy heck, you both look dapper this time. What the heck? Sorry, how can I help you? Yeah, can you pay attention next time? Don't be like that, Blair. Can't you see that Lion isn't feeling good? Blair lets out a huffy sigh and looks you up and down. You feel a blush creeping up. You're not wrong, but still, what's wrong with you today, dude? Well, I mean, drank too much last night? Blair suddenly starts laughing. Oh my god, dude, seriously? I don't think you should be saying that to customers. You smile at Sammy and wave off Blair. You two come in here enough for me to not care much. You guys won't find any other place like this anyway. Sammy nods while a blush spreads across their cheek. No one else in town has a shop quite like this one, especially since it featured more fancy stuff. Well, to be exact, it was a gourmet chocolate shop, the only one in around a 50-mile radius, so pretty much everyone visited for all their fancy chocolatey needs. Hey, where's Ezra? I thought they'd come in with you guys all the time. Sammy and Blair look at each other before leaning in close over the counter. You're not gonna believe this, but apparently they have a huge crush on someone and want to give them a gift. Yeah, they said they were gonna go handle some stuff for them. He's so freaking awkward about it, but also, like, I wish someone would show interest in me. I don't think they meant it to sound weird, but it definitely sounded sketchy. Knowing them, he's probably gonna do something stupid and then come back all proud and stuff. Who's doing something stupid? Is it Blair? Oh my god, my favorite boy! Ah! Frick! Dude! All 3 of you whipped your head towards Ezra standing there with a poop-eating grin on his face. You guys are a bunch of scaredy cats, huh? Blair immediately punched their shoulder and Ezra laughed at her. No, you're just a freaking asshole! I can't argue with that, Blair. When did you even get here? You scared us. Yeah, dude, I didn't even see you come in. Just now. Don't worry, haven't been here for long. Oh my god, I freaking love this CG. Frick. Ezra dramatically clutches his chest and feigns sorrow with super exaggeration, staggering towards the counter. Not even Lion noticed me coming in. My heart and soul hurt so badly. I will simply perish because the beautiful Lion doesn't notice me. Careful, Ezra. Lion's partner might just come after you for complimenting them again. Blair and Sammy start laughing as you felt a blush creep up again. Ezra was always complimenting you, but it stung to hear about that douche. Actually, we aren't together anymore. The 3 of them turned to look at you. Ezra didn't seem to be startled, but gave you a sympathetic stare. Sammy choked up and looked away. Oh no, dude. Is that why you were drinking so much and looked like hell today? You nod awkwardly as you see another customer walk in. Your savior comes in the form of a 20-something-year-old who was glued to their phone. Jumping up, you rush over to them and offer them help to get out of the awkwardness of the situation. Even if they are regulars who come in and hang out with you while you're at work, it's not like they're friends. And even if they were close to you, you really didn't want to talk about last night. Oh my god, you're cute! Hey, Lion. Hi! It's been a while since you've been in Kieran? You could feel the retail smile slipping into your face, and you were glad for your ability to fake it. Yeah, Kieran seemed to fiddle with their phone for a moment before glancing around. Do you remember what Willow usually gets when she comes in? Oh? I wanted to get them something. Yeah, I can get that for you. Willow usually gets filled chocolates. Do you know if she gets any particular fillings? If I had to say, I think they usually get caramel or peanut butter filled. He thought for a moment, watching the way they fidgeted and scrolled through Chirpy on their phone. Nervous? A little. They're very pretty, so I wonder if, I think you'll be fine. Thanks for helping me out with the chocolates for Willow. I couldn't remember her favorite. Of course. You both come in pretty often, so I pretty much have your typical orders memorized. As you rang up Kieran's order for Willow, you wondered when you'll see the two of them next, and if Kieran will have given it to her by then. I wanted to ask them to be my New Year's Eve. Well, I figured if I should ask them to come to my place for New Year's, She's super cute, and we get along well enough, so I figured I might as well shoot my shot. Good luck, Kieran. I think you two will look cute together. You smile and wave them out, curious as to how it'll go, a small pang of jealousy running through you as you realize you just helped someone possibly start dating someone else. Directly after your wedding shower went to poo. You sat down in your chair and sighed when suddenly you felt hands on either side of you. Blair spins your chair around and traps you in place. Oh my, Blair, so forward. Okay, so we've kind of decided as a group that you're coming with us after your shift to forget about that douchewad. Yeah, he clearly doesn't know what he had with you. You look over to Ezra, who usually reins in Blair when she gets excited over things, but he just looks at you and shrugs. Letting out a small groan, you grab your bag. Fine, since you guys decided to stay all shift, of course we did. Also, didn't today feel like it went by super fast? Do you think it was that edgy dork buying those chocolates for their crush that made it go by so quick? That was kinda cute. Whatever. Come on, Lion. We are taking you out to forget about that piece of poo. Ezra seemed to seethe a bit at his words, but they never really liked the way your ex treated you anyway. If they want to be here for me, might as well let them be, right? What should I do? I'm definitely going out with them, cause frick, I love the trio. I absolutely love the trio. And if I could smash all three, and I can't wait to smash Sammy, cause I know you get Ezra and Blair. Oh god, I need Sammy so bad. I'm so down bad for Sammy. Oh no. You know what? Maybe it might be a good idea to make friends with people who don't know what's going on. At least they can be fun. But you definitely shouldn't drink tonight. Okay, fine. But I'm going out. I'm not gonna go out drinking, okay? I don't feel like waking up with a hangover 2 nights in a row. Yes! Okay, we can totally go out and eat and hang out at the park and the beach tonight. What do you say? Sammy smiles nervously at you and sigh. Are you guys always out and super busy? Yeah, a little. Blair likes to do that a lot. Usually I end up being the boring one, suggesting we head home for the night. I got stuff to do and Blair has too much free time. You nod as you grab your bag. Closing up the shop was easy with their help. As you lock the doors and return to your new friends. Guess you're gonna get to know them pretty well tonight. So I'm working on my master's degree in historical literature, so I don't work right now. Sammy and Ezra were standing next to you as the four of you walked to the night cafe. Ezra leaned towards you, watching Blair prance ahead. Blair is a freelance programmer, so she does all her work at the beginning of the month. Now for the rest of the month, she has fun. What about you? You look up at Ezra, who smiles at you. Sammy runs off to chat with Blair as the two of you trail behind. I'm an engineer of sorts. What does that mean? Ezra scratches the back of his head and looks away from you. I design stuff for companies. Also, you'd probably never see anything I design. It's kind of like... so you make dildos and stuff? You make weapons and stuff? Or you do small projects? So you make dildos and stuff? I would have definitely seen them. What about weapons and stuff? Because I've seen dildos and stuff before. And he liked that. Maybe weapons and stuff. Let's go with that. Ezra looks at you a little startled. Actually, yeah, I do. I design weapons and stuff. What the frick? I didn't realize I was right. Okay. As you walk with them, you found out they were actually really cool people. Somehow these three have been friends since high school. Blair and Ezra since diapers, apparently. You thought it was kind of weird since there was such a stark difference between them. But you and your best friend was super different too. Oh no. I should probably let my friend Steph know I'm still alive. Come on, let's just have fun tonight, Lion. You can text them later. Yeah, and anyways, wouldn't they have called you by now if they were worried? I would have. Sammy has a point there. Come on, just hang out with us for the night. I'll buy your food for you. Should I text Steph? Yeah, like totes. Okay, I should have fun. Steph would have called. No, they're going out of the way. Look, it's just a text. It's fine. It's fine. They deserve to know I'm safe. Sorry guys, just a minute. I should really let them know that I'm fine. Blair rolled her eyes and the three of them watched as she shot a text to Steph, just letting them know you're alive. Okay, sorry. Is this the cafe? Come inside already, you nerds. Blair was already halfway in the door of the cafe as the rest of you walked in. It was a small place, but the atmosphere was calming. You each ordered your food. Ezra ended up paying for all of you. Holy heck, you make a lot of money, Ezra. He seems to be a really sweet guy. Sammy is super sweet, and Blair is just so confident. It's almost infectious. You all spent some time eating at the cafe before heading to the park. You walked and talked about anything and everything with them. Somehow, these three random customers have become your friends. Not that you're complaining, but it was a little refreshing to make new friends. You guys are really nice to me. Why is that? Honestly, I think you're pretty attractive. You're always really polite to us when we're in the stores, so... And you don't mind my nervousness. You could feel a blush reaching up to your ears, and you looked away from them for a bit. Ezra, why didn't you tell Lion why he's so nice, huh? We did it. You realize he hasn't said anything, and look at him. Well, anything about you is captivating. It makes me not want to take my eyes off of you. I like you. Well, damn, Mr. Smooth over here trying to flirt today before a breakup. Well, after a breakup. It's so like you, Ezra. You blush even harder as Ezra shrugs and continues walking, encouraging the rest of you guys to walk with him. Eventually, the four of you end up on the beach. It's well past midnight and the stars are sparkling. Do you like it? Oh my god, Ezra looks so fruity. I love it. What the hell? Ezra moves closer to you as Blair and Sammy run ahead and splash in the water. Yeah, I think I needed this. You stare up at the moon and stars, shimmering gently from so far away. It was comforting to see the reflection in the water and hear the gentle splashing. You take a deep breath and squeeze your eyes shut, trying to keep yourself from crying. If it means anything, your ex and your sister were absolutely screwed up. You turn to him suddenly. How did he know? How did he respond? Well, did someone post it online? Yeah, your ex posted your freak out online and my friend showed it to me. That kind of stuff is just repulsive. I've just punched him for laughing at you. He shows you his knuckles, which were scuffed up. You reach out and gently run your thumb across them. That must have been hard to watch. I haven't exactly responded well to it. If anyone responded well to hearing about that, I would be more concerned about them, to be honest. Your ex-fiancé cheated on you with your younger sister. Of course you're upset. You have every right to be. You're not wrong, but I still feel so many things about it. It's just hard to describe, you know? Yeah, I know the feeling. Oh, I don't mean I've been through what you have, but I understand it's hard for you right now. I guess that's why Blair was so adamant on bringing you out, because she could sense how screwed up you were over this. Yeah, Blair is just really sweet in that regard, huh? But hey, don't forget, I paid for your food. You chuckled at this. Yeah, alright. Thank you for the food, Ezra. He stared at you. You couldn't find the words to describe it. Something like longing or desire. Maybe despair. Maybe there were other ways to get over your ex. Nah, that's too much. Unless, do I even ask? I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Oh, yes. Ezra. Hell yeah. I'm gonna bring Ezra home with me. Frick yeah. Alright. You take a deep breath before turning to Ezra. Do you want to head back to my place? He looks down at you and blinks for a second. Are you asking for an escort or... I'm asking for the or. You don't have to or anything. I just... Sure. I don't mind, Lion. Anyway, I know I'd be better company than that prick. Your cheeks flush a deep red once again tonight. Probably wasn't emotionally healthy, but neither was thinking about your ex. Screw it. Might as well screw someone who at least wants me and not my sister. Oh my god, that's so screwed up. Ezra walks over to Blair and Sammy, letting them know he's taking you home early. They nod and wave you two off before returning to splashing on the beach. Also, can I just say that the backgrounds look a lot more they look so much more gorgeous than when the game initially released. Holy heck, I love it. During the walk back to your place, you can feel yourself growing more nervous. Ezra seems to be exuding confidence, as if this doesn't faze him. But what you don't notice is that he shifted his hair a bit to cover his reddening ears. Your apartment door unlocks and you notice that Chris's keys are still gone. My roommate isn't here, so we should be fine. You feel gentle hands slip up around your waist, sending a shiver up your spine. I think it will be fine even if they were here, right? His head rests on your shoulder. You blush and look away from him for a moment. My room is down this hall here. Ezra chuckles and pulls off of you for a moment. As the two of you enter your bedroom, you realize that it's still messy since you forgot to make your bed this morning. You awkwardly try to make your bed when Ezra comes up behind you and leans against you, placing a hand over yours. We're just gonna mess it up anyways, right? A small whimper escapes your lips as you feel his body pressed against yours. Can I kiss you? Yeah. He quickly takes off his jacket and tosses it aside before sliding his hands around your waist as you turn to face him. His kiss is gentle, but it feels like he's holding back. He nudges you towards the soft mattress and you sit, letting him lean over you as he kisses you. Soon your tongues are intertwined as he pushes you onto your back. He tastes like the cherry milkshake he had earlier, making you want more. Your hands move to tug his shirt and he adjusts himself between your legs. He pulls back for a moment. His eyes are locked onto yours, piercing into your soul with such neediness that you wanted to break out of his gaze, but you couldn't. He takes a tense breath, watching you as if his life depended on it. Are you sure you want to do this? Do you want to continue? Yeah, of course I do. Hold up! Did you want to see something dirty, fam? Well, unfortunately, I can't show it here on YouTube, so you're gonna have to check it out over on Patreon if you want to see something naughty. I mean, heck, if you're a bit too feral on the channel, I might have to do something about it, okay? Do you want the bonk? You do, don't you? Oh my god, guys, please stop being so damn feral. Oh god, if you really want to get feral with this, like, either play the game for yourself if you are, of course, over the age of 18, or, in fact, why don't you, go ahead and check out the full scene over on my Patreon. Link to that is in the description below. Anyway, let's get right back into it. Get some sleep, my sweet. You deserve a good rest. You nod and reach out for him. He finishes cleaning you up and tosses a towel to the floor before cuddling up next to you. He's drawing little shapes into your back and mumbling sweet nothings to you as you fall asleep in his grasp. Oh, god damn it, day 2. You walk up to Ezra's limbs intertwined with yours. Reluctantly, you open your eyes. Your body felt so sore you thought you were going to crumble into pieces. You tried to move only to get a groan of displeasure from Ezra. He did not want you to leave, and in the moment, he reminded you of a cat. Your phone's been going off for like the past 10 minutes. You blushed hard as you heard his voice in your ear, deep and mildly annoyed. His voice normally was pretty deep, but this was just insane. How much has it been going off? Oh man, my voice is so sore. Before he could respond, your phone started buzzing again. You let out a soft groan and leaned over to grab the vibrating device. It was a text from Steph. You opened the notification to see what the fuss was about. I'm outside. Open the door in 10 seconds or I'm breaking it down. It's just Steph. They're outside. Both of you jolt up in bed and look at each other awkwardly. You couldn't help but stare at Ezra for a moment before quickly jumping out of bed, only for your legs to falter momentarily. Before he could fall, Ezra's arm shot up and caught you. A tender moment passed as they looked at you. However, as all cute moments are, it was interrupted by banging on your front door. Can I answer the door naked? No! Steph would actually murder me! Ezra expressed their disapproval with a small grumble before grabbing their pants. You grabbed a shirt and some sweats before hearing the knocking get louder. Steph, stop it! Give me a minute! Even though you tried to clear your throat, your voice still came out very hoarse. Your face grew red as you remembered last night. Ezra watched you as you ran out of the bedroom, heading to your front door. As you swung the door open, Steph stared at you in disapproval. Why the heck did you not answer your phone? I just woke up. Steph stared at you for a second before looking away awkwardly. Dude? What? Before Steph could speak up again, Ezra walked up behind you and slipped his arms around your waist, resting a head on your shoulder. Unbeknownst to you, Ezra put a finger to his lips and grinned maliciously to Steph, telling them without a word to stay quiet about all the marks on your body. Is this the rumored Steph? You turn your face to see Ezra right next to yours. You blushed a little and smiled awkwardly. Yeah, this is my best friend, Steph. Ezra lifts off of you and stands up fully, leaving one arm lazily wrapped around you. And who are you? You notice Steph seemingly really perturbed. Their eyes wouldn't meet yours anymore as they look behind you into your apartment. I'm Ezra. I kept Sugar Snap company last night. Because Ezra was behind you, you didn't see the glare they gave Steph. All you saw was Steph shift uncomfortably on their feet. You gently nudged Ezra out of the way and stepped outside. Come inside. I'm sorry for not waking up earlier. You know how it is. Steph nodded absentmindedly as they stepped inside your apartment. Yeah, did you mean to leave your window open? You followed Steph's gaze to your living room window. No, my roommate Chris usually leaves some windows open. No idea why. Never actually got the chance to ask. Probably because he's the one who's been stalking you all this time. Steph turned back to you and smiled nervously. Well, how are you feeling? You didn't text me much, so I thought you might have had a bad reaction to what happened. No need to beat around the bush. I know what he did. You could sense Steph's growing discomfort. Can I talk to you alone, Lion? You looked at Ezra and smiled gently. Sure, Ezra, Steph, I'll be in my room for a bit. Make yourself comfortable. Steph grabbed your hand and hurried into your room as Ezra watched. Steph stared at you incredulously. Are you serious, Lion? What do you mean? Steph grabbed your shirt and yanked your collar aside. While I understand you're angry at him, this is absolutely not the way to handle it, Lion. You pull away from Steph, rubbing your neck awkwardly and not looking at them. So what? It's not like you were there for me. You went off and decided work was more important than my wedding shower. Are you kidding me? Steph scoffed at you, causing your gaze to turn to meet theirs. You know I would rather be there than at work. But I can't exactly quit my job for a freaking party, Lion. It was one of my most important events in my life, and you couldn't even take a single day off? I mean, for God's sake, you never even RSVP'd to the freaking wedding. You're acting like you care when you didn't even show up in the first place. Well, I'm here now, aren't I? Yeah, a full day after what happened. I texted you in the morning. You didn't respond. I even texted you again that evening, and nothing. Freaking nothing. You looked away from them in anger. Why the hell do you even care? I found company in other people who actually showed up. They were there when I needed them. You weren't. I care because we've been friends for an entire life. It's my damn job to care. Steph, Sarah's pregnant with my ex-fiance's child. My little sister. Steph doesn't look at you. You're glossy over the fact that he not only cheated on me, but got my little sister pregnant. A long silence held in the air as Steph didn't look at you. Now it was your turn to scoff. Steph took a deep breath and looked at you with pity. You're going through a lot right now, and you don't want me to be here. You have my number if you need me. You watch as they turn and leave your room. After hearing the front door click shut, you crumpled to the floor of your room. I don't even know why I did that. I'm just so frustrated with everything. You could feel hot tears streaming down your cheeks as soft footsteps drew near. Oh, he hugs me. As Ezra's arms enveloped you in a hug, you let out a soft sob. It'll be okay, Sugar Cube. Ezra lets you cry for a while, before moving their hands to cup your face and look at you. With their thumb, they wiped away your tears and placed soft, delicate kisses on your cheek. You let out a sad giggle. Ezra. Yes, sweetness? His voice was soothing, and they made you feel like melting into his touch. I'm sorry if this... No, don't apologize. I know what you're going to say. I'm sorry if this is a lot to handle since we hardly know each other. He smiles at you and kisses your forehead. Sugar Snap, I've been inside you. I think we know each other well enough. He let out a flustered laugh and started blushing hard. His grin was wide as he started laughing with you. Does it feel good to get it all out? It definitely feels good when there's a release. Ezra dropped their heads onto your shoulders with a giggle. I don't know how I can joke when everything feels like it's crumbling around me, but Ezra's here with me. Finally, his giggle subsides as he pulls his head back and meets your eyes once again. You really are something else, Sugar. Ezra cupped your face again, bringing his face closer to yours and staring deeply into your eyes. Please, don't fret too much about them. You texted them and they never responded. What kind of friend does that? Your eyes drifted away from their gaze. He wasn't wrong, but it hurt to hear. It hurt even worse to know it was true. I'll be here whenever you need me, okay? He nodded silently as Ezra scooped you into another hug. Maybe it's okay to rely on Ezra. Their hugs are so warm. You felt a gentle bite on your shoulder. You look over to see Ezra, who gave you a playful smile. What? Sorry, you're just really cute. Ezra buried their face into your neck. You could feel their face was warm. Were they blushing? Suddenly you hear a phone buzz and Ezra pulled away from you. You watched as Ezra pulled his phone out of his pocket and began reading the notification. Then he reread it. Their face fell, and he stood up suddenly. Sugar snap. I'm so sorry, but I really have to go. Eliana, my little sister, needs me. Before he could say anything or even stand up, Ezra grabbed his stuff and was already halfway out your front door. However, he quickly gave you a tight-lipped smile as he shut your apartment door behind him. Well, I guess he loves his sister. You sat on the floor in stunned silence. What do I do now? You got up, leaning on the bed for support. Your legs were still a bit wobbly from the night before and just hit you again how weak you felt. I wouldn't mind Ezra spending the night again. You blush, thinking about his gentle touch and loving kisses. As you wander over to the kitchen, you quietly ponder what you could do today. It is a Saturday. You filled a glass of water so you could hopefully help your horse throat. Sighing deeply as you sat down on a couch. What should I do today? There is a lot I could do here. Maybe head to the museum this time? Alright. Yeah, that sounds like it'll be good to do. You walk back to your room, putting your glasses in the sink on the way there. Quickly, you change your clothes to something more appropriate to wear out and about. You almost missed a small note on your door when you're about to leave. Pluck it off the door, you read it. Hey, Sugar Cube. Sorry I left so abruptly. Here's my number. Text me. XOXO, Ezra. And that's his number. He let out a little snort. Even with all that rushing out the door, you still remember to give me your number, huh? You shot him a quick text before shoving your phone in your pocket and heading out the door. Well, wonder who's gonna be at the museum. You quietly stare at the scenery in front of you, dragging your feet as you peruse around. Assalamu alaikum, Lion. Turning your head to see a familiar face. Wait a minute. How is Bess here? How is it that you're both at the park and here at the museum? Gosh, oh yeah, Sammy only shows up at the museum on day 3. I completely forgot about that. Hey, Bess. Hey, baby doll. How you doing? Sorry I wasn't in the store yesterday. One of my other jobs called and Lilith said it was fine for me to go there instead. I'm okay, I guess. You awkwardly avoided Bess's gaze. It was a little unusual to see your manager just hanging around outside of work. And don't worry about yesterday. It was pretty slow outside of Kira and come in to buy chocolates for Willow. Bess let out a light laugh. Aw, that's cute. I wonder what her reaction will be. They seem like a good pair. Bess stood next to you and smiled, joining your walk. So, what are you doing out and about? I feel like I've never seen you around town. Lilith told me to take a break from time to time. Otherwise, they'll make me take a vacation. Bess's bright smile gave you a little flutter in your heart. Yeah, I guess they're pretty adamant on us taking time for ourselves, huh? She giggled again, and then began to impersonate your boss. Remember, it's always okay to take a break and time for yourself. If people won't be patient for you, they don't deserve you. You smiled and joined in. There's no shame in needing time for yourself. Now go sleep in and do something rebellious already. Go to a smash room or an escape room. The two of you began giggling again. Bess suddenly remembered something. Oh, did you hear about the possible satellite store opening? No, I don't think I did. Well, Lilith wants to open a store closer to the city, so I'll probably end up managing there more often than back here. Oh. I don't want you to go. This sounds like a nice change of pace. Sounds like a nice change of pace. Bess nods at you and smiles. Yeah, I think I'll like working closer to the city. If I go, Lilith said they'll promote me to regional manager. A bit silly when there's only 2 shops, but it would let me quit one of my other jobs. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Why do you work multiple jobs? You weren't allowed at the shop already. I guess I like working. Having a little extra money is nice. But keeping busy is just something I've always done. You felt your phone buzz in your pocket. Giving Bess a small smile, you fish your phone out of your pocket and check the notification. It's Ezra. Yo, Blair wants to hang out at a cafe again. Meet us at the park at 6 p.m. if you want to join. You smiled at your phone, then realized you were smiling and shoved it back in your pocket. I did not just... Ah, frick. A blush crept up to your face as you turned back to Bess. I think I'm gonna go grab something to eat with some friends. I'll see you at work. I'll see you then. You watched as Bess put on an earbud and kept walking. Quickly, you returned home. You still had about 2 hours before needing to head out. That was enough time to collect your thoughts and change. I should probably shower too. Before you know it, it's time to leave. You lingered awkwardly around the park, not sure what to do while you waited. Soon you hear Blair's laughter from a distance of the street. Sammy and Ezra were close behind her as she practically skipped over to you. Hey, hi! So glad you could make it. She slung an arm around you, tugging your body against hers. You blushed a bit, feeling how soft her skin was against you. It's nice to see you. Hello, Sugar Cube. How are you feeling? Sorry for leaving so abruptly. Ezra stepped closer to you, and his hand slipping into yours. He tugged you away from Blair, whose eyes lingered on your neck for a bit. I will squeeze his hand. You lean a little closer to him, squeezing his hand gently. Ezra's smile made your stomach flutter. I'm alright. What about you? Never been better. He leaned it a little closer and lowered his voice a bit. How does your body feel? Your face grew hotter as you looked towards Blair and Sammy, who were walking ahead. I feel a little sore. Oh, I'm sorry, Sugar Cube. I should be nicer to you next time, shouldn't I? You can be rough if you want. I'll keep that in mind then, Lion. You were glad Blair and Sammy happened to be out of earshot. Ezra squeezed your hand and the two of you began to follow the others. Well, back to the cafe it is. As the four of you entered the cafe, you noticed Sammy was a little quieter than usual today. When you stepped inside the cafe, you smelled the freshly baked goods. Everything looked so delicious and the drinks smelled equally as good. You glanced towards Sammy, who was reading their book. You read the spine of it and realized it was a textbook for college. Oh, Sammy, what are you studying? Oh, yeah, I do have to study tonight. Sorry. They buried their face back into their textbook. What do you want to order? Oh, God, let's see. Black coffee and coffee cake, hot chocolate and cookies, pumpkin spice latte and cinnamon bun, peppermint mocha and cherry Danish. Ooh, I'll go for the pumpkin spice latte and cinnamon bun. Yeah, I know this is buttering up Blair, but whatever. You've got good taste, hon. As the four of you waited for your orders, you chatted about your favorite hobbies and foods. When Ezra went to grab his order, his phone went off. You watched as he fluidly grabbed the food and pulled his phone out at the same time, as if it were a practice gesture. As his eyes skimmed the screen, Blair grabbed her and Sammy's orders. What's up, work call? No, it's Ellie. Oh, word? Is your sister okay after what happened earlier? Not sure. What'd she say? She's using teen lingo, and I'm not nearly as caught up as I should be, to be honest. Mind check it out for me, Blair? Yeah, sure, no problem. Blair took the phone from his hand, and you watched as she stepped closer to him. Oh. You felt a tiny pang of uncertainty. Blair and Ezra seemed to be incredibly close friends. Sammy stepped closer and smiled as Ezra and Blair spoke about the text. They've been super close for years, practically inseparable. Oh, that's nice. Surprisingly, they don't have any feelings for each other. You'd think with all the childhood friend tropes in media, it will be more prominent in real life. You didn't realize how tense that made you until you felt your shoulders relax a bit at what they said. Those tropes are pretty common, huh? Sammy giggled softly as they closed their textbook. Yeah, it's an interesting trope to read about. I personally like it. You like it as well, Blossom? Depends on the story, to be fully honest. I can understand that. The two of you stood in silence for a moment as Blair patted Ezra on the back and looked back to you and Sammy. Ezra should probably go check on his sister. You cool with that? Blair's eyes lingered on you for a moment, watching you for your answer. Yeah, go check on her. Definitely, because heck, like, if she's having issues. I really wonder what the heck is the issue with Ellie, though. Well, anything to say, guys? Thanks, Sugar Snap. She means a lot to me. Sorry for dipping like this. I'll text you guys later. He quickly replied to her text and headed out of the cafe. After Ezra was out the door, Blair smiled at you. Thanks for not being such a biach about it. We've had a few people think he's weird for care about his sister. At this point, we're really used to it, but it's still super annoying. Sometimes we just wanna... She makes a little strangling motion with her hands. You know, it's not weird that they care about their little sister, but some people think that he's not allowed to have a life or something. It's definitely... I don't know. We really dislike it. I freaking hate it. If I had a sibling and someone got mad at me for going and helping them, probably smacked them across the face. Wow, I can't believe anyone would choose to do that. She's still just a kid, right? Yeah, it's her first year in high school. She's such a small bean. She's funny? I guess that's the word I would use. Oh, she's hilarious. There's this one time that one of Ezra's friends came over in the middle of the night, and she kicked him in the balls because they had never met before. Blair was laughing loudly and Sammy was giggling. It was hilarious to hear about it. They were so pissed. But Ezra just told her she did a good job at protecting the house. I remember that Ezra was laughing about it for days. The three of you chat about Ezra and his little sister for a bit before finishing up your food and drink. Oh yeah, Sammy, didn't you have to study tonight? Yeah. Sorry for distracting you. It's alright. Probably needed to relax anyways. You leaned back a bit in your seat as Sammy opened her textbook. So, what were you working on this month, Blair? I'm working on getting hired by a new game dev company called Fluorescent Red Studios. An absolutely amazing game studio, by the way, who makes a lot of amazing games, a lot of which I can't wait to be released. Gosh, looking forward to them. I may not be super familiar with game code, but with my other work, I should be able to pick it up pretty quick. It's really cool. You watched as Blair tapped her fingers on the table, her black nails making small clicking noises. Hey, Lion. Yeah? Want to get out of here? I'll probably be heading soon home anyway. You two can go off and have fun. You stared at Blair, who gave you a grin while leaning forward on the table. Sure. It's getting pretty late though, so maybe we should stop by the park before I head home. That works. She quickly cleaned up the table and grabbed your hand as you walked out of the cafe, leaving the studying Sammy behind. So, Lion, how have you been feeling? You looked at Blair for a moment, wondering how you should respond. To be honest, it's still hard. I'm trying not to think about everything, but it's hard to just forget it. It's so fresh in my mind, and Blair slipped her hand in yours, her soft fingers intertwining gently with your own. You don't have to tell me everything. You sighed and squeezed her hand a bit. Thanks. I feel like it's easier to not just tell everyone about it. Like if less people know, then it wouldn't be in my face so much. She smiled and nodded, listening to you intently. I understand that. You don't have to tell me everything that happened, but just know that I'm here for you, bestie. You nodded. She pulled you closer to her. The two of you walked next to each other, hand in hand for a while. She rambled on about some things with work until the two of you reached your apartment. Blair slowed down her walking pace the closer the two of you got to your front door. As you got out your keys and unlocked your door, you realized she had stepped closer to you. You know, I can help distract you for a few hours if you want. I am definitely kissing here, cause goddamn. Not gonna lie, I absolutely love like most of the characters in Restart Heart, except for one person. We all know who it is. Screw Kenneth and screw his damn shenanigans. I'm gonna kiss her. You brought your head closer to hers, and she pressed her lips against yours. She tastes like pumpkins and autumn. Her hand trailed along your sides as she pressed you against your front door. Her breath quickened as you felt the heat from her body against yours. Oh god, she's so soft. You reached for the door handle behind you, but Blair had already caught on and was opening the door, pulling you by the waist against her with a grin. So very eager for me, huh? A deep red blush from your face said all she needed to see. A soft chuckle left her lips as she nipped at your neck. You're so damn cute. She shuts the door behind the two of you as you begin to guide her to your room, your hand holding hers and shaking a bit. Nervous? You don't need to be nervous, hun. I'll take good care of you. As the two of you stepped into your room, she gave you yet another one of her mischievous grins. Sit down, honey. You sit down on the bed, and she sat down next to you, cupping your face with one hand and placing the other on your waist. She leaned in for another kiss, and as her lips melted with yours, she guided you to lay down. The hand on your cheek shifted to your neck as she guided your head backwards and kissed along your jaw. Her lips left searing kisses along your skin as she peppered your neck with affection. One of your hands made its way to her hips, and she smiled against your skin. In line, well, I'm all in for a hot and steamy makeout sesh. You want to have adult fun times? Well, of course. Yeah, why not? Well, it seems we're skipping ahead again, considering, like, hey, I don't think we can show exactly how dirty, like, Blair can get with us. But anyway, again, if you guys want to see that scene, you can check it out in the Patreon. Link to that is in the description below. Anyway, let's continue. She got up from the bed and tossed on her jacket and underwear. With her eyes trailing behind her, she stepped out of the room. When she returned, she had a towel in one hand, a water bottle in the other, and had wiped herself off. I didn't know which towel was yours, but I just grabbed one of the ones under the sink. She sat on the bed next to you and cleaned you up with her gentle hands, her words flowing as she praised you. She seemed just as skilled as Ezra, and definitely just as gentle afterwards. Her soft touch reminded you of just how exhausted you were. Blair? Yes, honey? Your hands are really soft. She let out a soft chuckle. I know, Lion. Her hands reached up to your face as she stared into your eyes. You're my favorite good kitty. Ah, my God! Oh no! My heart, no! You blush hard as she kissed your forehead. Now stay laying down and get some rest, okay? I'm gonna go put this stuff away for you. You rolled over and heard her footsteps walk out of the room again. Eventually, she came back into the room and laid down next to you, cuddling up with you. It was nice to be in her arms. Her breathing slowed with yours as the two of you fell asleep. Day 3. As you stretched your body, you felt a gentle arm slide from around your torso. Morning, hun. She stretched her body, matching your movements with a giggle. Her voice was a tad hoarse as she spoke. I have to head back home soon, but it was nice to get some rest with you. How are you feeling? You rolled over, wanting to go back to sleep. She wrapped her arms around you once more and nuzzled against you. Not a morning person? Yeah, me neither. You're awfully talkative for it being so early. It's not super early. Maybe around 9-ish. I already got up and did my makeup earlier. Just felt like laying down with you again. You paused for a moment. Turning over once more, you finally opened your eyes. Hi, Dork. Morning, Blair. Did I wear you out that much yesterday? I'm sorry. Her tone implied she was teasing, but her gaze was soft as she looked at you. I'm tired. Letting out a soft chuckle, you sat up in bed, looking at her neatly set up her purse on the nightstand. Hey, no, sorry. I silenced your phone this morning and since it kept going off. Oh, thanks. You took the phone from Blair, who held it out to you. You slept like you haven't gotten sleep in ages. Are you sure you're alright? You hesitated to answer, instead fiddling idly with the buttons on your phone, wondering how to respond. Yeah, you know, with the wedding planning going on, I haven't been able to rest much. Yeah, right. Blair shifted awkwardly on the bed before leaning over and resting her head on your shoulder. You don't need to say anything else. It's alright. The silence lingered in the air for a moment before your phone buzzed again. You didn't realize you had unmuted it while fidgeting with the buttons. Quickly reading it, you saw it was a text from his sister, Sarah. Blair's eyes wandered to your screen, then quickly trailed away. Sometimes I forget that I just can't read people's screens. Her soft giggle resonated in the room. Any particular reason? Well, with my job in Ezra, I'm pretty much used to reading everyone's screens in order to help out where I can. Bad habit, I know. She sighed and lifted off your shoulder. You have anything planned for today, or asking me what I have planned right after I wake up is like asking a kid what their mom's name is. She covered her mouth as she burst into giggles. Oh my gosh. That's totally valid though. Mornings are awful. Then why do you get up so early? Asking a goth woman why she gets up so early? Good point. My makeup takes a bit. Not too long anymore, but it's definitely annoying. Silence fell between the two of you again as she pulled out her phone and scrolled for a bit. Eventually, she looked up at you and smiled, a signature little mischievous grin. Do you want me to order you breakfast before I go, or? It's fine. I'll figure out my own breakfast. Cool, because I've got to go now. Just called a ride. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Got a text this morning from a client about my code being messed up. She continued speaking as she got off your bed and picked up her purse. Apparently, when they tried to test run their app last night, it didn't work and they really want me to fix it. Figure it'd be polite to wait until you were awake to leave rather than just disappear without a trace in the morning. Yeah, I get it. Flashing you another quick smile, she headed out the door. Oh, and before I go, she tosses you a small piece of paper. Here's my number, you dork. Watching her leave was, well, you like the view. Your phone rang, startling you out of your thoughts. It was Ezra. As you answered the call, you remembered how their hand felt in yours. Hey, sugar cube. Hey, Ezra, what's up? Just want to check up on you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. Anyway, how are you feeling? Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I can't be out for too long today, but I'll be headed to the cafe later with Blair if you'd like to come along. I'll consider it. I have to double check what I'm doing today. Hope to see you there, Lion. I'll let you know. As the call clicked off, you felt a buzz coming from your hand. What now? Pulling the phone away from your face, you noticed it was a text from Chris. I will read and reply. You decide that you should probably read it. He doesn't text often. Hey bro, we still on for movie night? Oh no, I forgot that we do this every week. It originally started as a way for the two of you to break the ice and get to know each other, but eventually became a routine for you. Every Sunday you had movie night, and every Monday you spend the morning doing chores together. As you stare at the phone in your hands, you wonder what movie you would watch tonight. The two of you had essentially gone through every old nostalgic movie you could think of from your childhoods. I don't have to figure it out right here, right now. We can choose later. Quickly, you shot back a text, letting him know you'll be there. Standing up, you walked out of your room, wondering what you should eat for breakfast. Stepping into the kitchen, you eyed the fridge, wondering if you needed to add anything to the grocery list. I should take that off the fridge. You stared at the wedding invitation that Chris had stuck on. He seemed to be excited to go to your wedding, but a little apprehensive of Kenneth. Just how many people saw he wasn't good for you but didn't say anything? No, I shouldn't think like that. It wasn't his place to say anything. We might have been roommates, but we aren't super close. Can I even consider him a friend? You pondered that for a moment, but decided you didn't want to focus on that. What you had was fine enough. There's no need to worry about semantics, right? Yeah, what should I do? Let's go out today. Where should you go? Museum, because the last time we played this, we did go to the cafe to see both Blair and Ezra. So this time we gotta go to the museum to go see Sammy. Alright, let's head on out. The museum would be a nice change of pace, and it's been a while since you've taken the time to actually see the new exhibits. Quickly, you got dressed and head out the door, getting excited to see what your local artists have done this week. Arriving in the museum, you notice a familiar head of pink sitting on one of the benches writing in a book. Sammy? The small person jumped and turned to you. Yeah, I didn't notice you there. You gave them a small smile, and they awkwardly repositioned themselves to face you. But it's nice to see you. I didn't know you were a fan of museums. Yeah, I like to visit them from time to time. Is there a specific reason? You notice Sammy seemed to get excited at the prospect of chatting with you about the museum. And I like supporting a local artist. That's really awesome of you. I personally just love history. I always come to see the town history section. It seems like I learned something new with each visit, and that's what keeps me coming back. Their eyes practically lit up as you spoke about history of the town and led you around the exhibits. Oh, it was honestly really cute how passionate they were about history, and they taught you a lot about the town you hadn't known prior. Like how the town was originally founded around a government office used for weapon testing. Eventually, civilians began moving in and became the cozy little place you knew now. Well, I didn't know the Restart Heart had lore. Before long, you double-checked the time on your phone and realized it was getting late. Sammy, as much as I'd love to stay, really have to go. I have weekly movie nights with my roommate. Yeah, that's really sweet. I remember when I lived with Ezra and Blair, we had lots of movie nights. I hope you have a nice time tonight. I will. Thank you. You waved goodbye as you headed back home, excited to hang out with Chris and relax. As the front doors quickly shut behind you, you thought about your day so far. Today wasn't too terrible. In fact, you kind of enjoyed yourself. It was nice to get out and just have fun. Dropping your keys onto the console, you looked around for Chris. He must be in his room. You quickly dropped off your stuff in your room and got into a more comfortable outfit for lounging about. Before you headed back out into the hallway, you remembered to put on your phone on the nightstand. Movie night rules. No phone. Finally, you stepped out of your room and headed over to his door. Hey yo, Chris! You heard soft patting from behind the door before it opened. Oh hey, you're home. Yep, I'll be here in time for our movie night. Yeah, I'm glad you got here in time. Was a little worried you might have stayed out late tonight, bruh. Yeah, I don't think I've missed movie night before, have I? He paused before stepping out of the living room and grabbing a bag of unpopped popcorn. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think you have, but with everything going on, I wouldn't blame you, my dude. Ah, yeah, you're not wrong. Let's not talk about him tonight. He never deserved you anyway. His actions made that clear. Yeah, just want to focus on the movie. Why don't you pick the movie while I focus on the popcorn? You got it, dude. As you stepped into the kitchen, you picked up the remote, perusing your choices. Ooh, I would like to watch a rom-com tonight. Honey, I've shrunk my pickle penis. The movie didn't seem to have any description and had what seemed like a goofily made cover art, but either way you clicked on it. This should be funny. Chris came back and sat on the couch, placing the bowl of popcorn between the two of you on the coffee table. Oh my god, this is like the best freaking movie ever. Holy heck. Like, look at how vibrant the colors are. I'm kidding. We have time for one more movie after this, it looks like. Yeah, we should have time. Looking forward to it. It's always nice to relax and unwind with you on Sundays. I'm glad we get to do this. Chris smiled, and you almost missed how a small blush crept up on his face as the movie intro started. The two of you stared at the credit sequence. That was, Chris scratched the back of his head and let out a soft chuckle. I don't know what to say about the movie, bro. That was definitely something. Do you want to pick the movie, Chris? Sure. Been meaning to watch this one movie, you don't mind. You watch as he quickly scrolled through the streaming service to find a movie called Flirting with Friends, and the title alone made you chuckle. Wait, is that just this game? I mean, literally, Flirting with Friends is the entirety of the plot of Restart Heart. Oh my god, what's it about? It's a painfully self-aware rom-com between a group of friends who all flirt for fun and sometimes get feelings of platonic and romantic love mixed up. Ooh, sounds interesting. Let's watch it. Excitedly, Chris clicks the movie on and goes to refill the bowl of popcorn during the opening sequence. You got a little lost in the movie before you realized you want to grab some popcorn. Reaching over without looking, you realize the popcorn wasn't where you expected it to be. Did I grab something else? Oh my god, did I reach over and grab Chris's bulgy bulge? Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Blue High. Oh god. Taking your eyes off the screen, you glance over and saw it was a few inches further from your hand on the coffee table. You leaned over, still unable to reach it. Slightly annoyed now that the popcorn was evading your reach, you scooted closer to Chris in order to grab some. I will cuddle up close to him. Hell yeah. I'm gonna get really close to Chris Rogolfsky. Oh, hell yeah. You tentatively leaned against him, and he shifted his weight. His arm came out to wrap around you nonchalantly. You cuddled closer to him and continued watching the movie. His hand was absently tracing little hearts into your shoulder as the movie progressed. The two of you watching as some of the friends had fun flustering each other. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a little too dense for not realizing someone's flirting with me, Chris randomly blurted out after a particularly tense moment in the movie. Well, in some ways you are a little dense sometimes, but it's not a bad thing. It's a little uncomfortable, I guess. Like, what if I had someone who I was interested in, not as like a bro, but as my dude? Are you worried someone might get the wrong idea since you can't tell if people are flirting with you? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm worried about. I think the right person would understand and probably talk with you and let you know about it, you know? Yeah, I guess so. This might be a little presumptuous of me, but do you mind if I ask a personal question? I don't mind, bro. Have you ever, been in a relationship? Yeah, I guess I kind of dated a chick in high school. Then I had a few flings back at sophomore year, but after joining the varsity team, haven't had much time for relationships. Haven't had much experience with dudes, but I'm open to it. I know I'm comfortable with it since I've kissed some of my frat bros before. Oh gosh, are you really bros? Are you really homies if you don't smooch the homies? Like, what the heck? You let out a small giggle as you imagine two giant hunks of dudes kissing their bros. I mean, I guess it's one way to know. I don't really care for gender. If you're my dude, you're my dude. Valid. The conversation died out as another competitive, flustering scenario showed up on screen, both of you laughing softly at the antics of the main characters. The two of you watch intently as one of the main characters pinned another to the wall and teased them by getting very close and almost kissing them. You know, seeing romantic movies makes me want to kiss someone, which is weird, but I guess it's the point of the movie, Lamau. You could always kiss me if you wanted. I'm gonna kiss Chris, cause why the hell not? I'm gonna kiss Chris. Chris, come closer. I'm gonna smooch ya. You lean close to Chris, placing a hand on his chest. Can I really kiss you? He blinked at you and blushed hard, trying to think of a response. Heck yeah! Yeah, of course! That's what homies do. I mean, yeah, you can totally kiss me. You giggled a bit and closed the gap between your lips, kissing him gently, his hands shaking a bit as he places them on your sides. As you pulled away, he followed you, seeking the kiss after it had ended. You looked like a shy puppy who wanted nothing more than to be enveloped in your arms. Chris watched you closely before pushing you gently onto the couch and placing his hands on either side of your shoulders. Hi! I know I've seen this CG before, but holy heck, hi Chris! Your heart pounded in your chest as he searched your eyes. his cheeks flushed with a soft pink as he watched you. Do you maybe want to? He was hesitant with his words, as if he was asking you something, but not reveal his own desires. He shook his head with a nervous smile and breathed out slowly. Do you want to go further? Yeah, frick yeah, Chris. Like, get in my goddamn bedroom. I'm gonna shove you down there and make you my little boy toy. Hell yeah. Okay, once again, I can't really show you what happens here, so we're gonna skip ahead. Again, link to my Patreon's in the description below. It's all put together in a neat little compilation, so hey, you can see all the dirty, dirty scenes with everyone. A nice sample platter, if you will. But anyway, I like you, Lion. The breathlessness of his tone as he spoke almost made it hard to hear him, but you understood every word. Well, good boy. You're a good boy, Chris. His face flushed a bright red as he gently collapsed onto you, burying his face in your neck. Chris softly whined as he slowly pulled himself out of you. Do you need me to get you anything? Water? A towel? Please. He smiled at you shyly before getting up and getting the items for you. As he walked away, you sighed with relief. Oh, God. I really didn't want to answer that. Hopefully he doesn't mean it and it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. As he sat up on the couch, you noticed the movie credits began. I see we have pretty decent timing, huh? Yep, I suppose we do. He handed you the water and towel, letting you take care of yourself while he fidgeted awkwardly beside you. Do you need anything else? I should be fine, thank you. Of course, if you need anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to after. He trailed off, his face getting redder than before. You're cute. Hopefully this is the end of that conversation. It's really awkward now. Thank you. Your heart squeezed at how cute he was being, but he's moving very quickly. I'm sorry if I made you comfortable. He looked away from you, trying to piece his words together. Heat of the moment, you know, like, Yeah, I get it. Thanks for apologizing, though. It was a tad awkward. Letting out a nervous chuckle, you punched his shoulder lightly. He gave you an anxious grin. Sorry. You're good, dude. Just don't do that to anyone else. It's awkward. Yeah, I think it was the movie. You nodded, wishing the conversation would be over right now. I think I'm pretty tired. Do you mind if I head off to bed? Yeah, I don't mind at all. I'll clean up after you head to your room. Don't worry about the living room. Thanks. I'll see you in the morning. See you then, bro. You got up. Your leg's a little shaky, but you were able to head to your room on your own. My God, my butt has never felt the same after being pounded 3 days in a row. Oh, God. And she shut your door behind you. You let out a huge breath you didn't realize you'd been holding in. I just had adult fun times with my roommate. Your eyes scan your room quickly before you spot your phone on your nightstand. Sitting down on the bed, you scroll your phone for a few moments. Just a few strangler notifications from before you put your phone aside for the movies. Well, maybe I should get some sleep. You slip beneath the covers and cuddle with your pillow, still blushing about the fact that you slept with your roommate. You couldn't sleep fast enough, though, and your thoughts were racing as your dream slowly took hold of your mind. Day 4. You woke up to a gentle soreness in your hips and a chill against your skin. As you lay there for a few moments, dreading the upcoming alarm, you tried to wake up, doing a mental inventory of what happened last night. You had movie night with Chris, then you two slept together, and he confessed to you. Frick! You buried your face in your pillow and groaned. Why now of all times? Heat of the moment, my butt. That was the most genuine thing I've ever heard. His voice was so gentle and affectionate, and his gaze unwavering. The buzzing of your phone startled you off your thoughts, and you reached over and turned off your alarm. You sat up, staring at your phone as you tried to collect yourself for the day ahead of you. Before you could even get to work, you'd have to help Chris clean the apartment a bit. Usually the two of you just did laundry and cleaned the kitchen, but you didn't have much laundry this week. Either way, you had chores, then work, then... I don't have plans for tonight. Well, that's fun, I guess. Might be able to watch movies and... I'll think about it later. You shifted, getting off of your bed, grabbing your work apron. Since it was getting chillier, you didn't feel like the uniform shirt was enough, and the shop owner didn't mind what you wore if you had at least the apron on, which made getting comfortable at work pretty easy. The owner is pretty lax, and Bess only ever really wears the apron. At least we'll be matching today. You sighed once more and changed your clothes into something semi-warm. After tossing the apron onto the desk so you wouldn't forget it, you placed your hand on the doorknob and hesitated. After everything that has happened, do I even want to go to work? Do I even have a choice anymore? I don't. As you stepped out of your room, you were met with the sight of your roommate. Oh my god! He's got a happy trail! As you stepped out of the room, you were met with the sight of your roommate, shirtless. I mean, wow. No. He jumped a bit at your sudden entrance, but gave you a goofy smile. Hey dude, I'm just collecting my laundry. Do you have any laundry that you want me to help get for you? You stared at his pecs for a moment, thoughts not coming to you as his muscles distracted you. Dude? Lion? Yeah. You looked away, blushing a bit. I don't have much laundry for this week. I can just do it next week. Alrighty. His smile was almost as blinding as his muscles. Stop thinking about it. Man, he's so strong and so gentle. You can feel a harsher blush creeping up as you remember the events of last night. And, oh God, the way he was so affectionate, touching you. The way his muscles shift under your skin. I mean, it counts as exercise, right? Do you mind getting started in the kitchen while I grab laundry? Yeah, sure. As you grab the cleaning wipes from the cabinet, you notice a small pink pen on the counter. It looked as though it was shoved hastily behind the jar of peanut butter that Chris kept for his protein shakes. Must be Chris's. Guess he forgot it there. But I didn't realize he had pink stationery. It's kind of cute. He shrugged and wiped down the counter, putting the pen back where you found it afterwards. Why do I have a feeling this pink pen is, important later on during the story? After you finished with the counter, you realized that the kitchen was almost spotless to begin with, and that there wasn't much left to do. You hesitated at the fridge, avoiding looking at the notes on it since you knew what was on there. A few tense moments passed as you tried to build up the courage to take off that paper, but you were interrupted. You heard a soft clap from behind you and realized Chris had put down his laundry baskets. Hey, I'm gonna be doing a load of the laundry if you need me. What you gonna do? I'm gonna help him. Hell yeah, I'm gonna help him. You went over and picked up one of the baskets. This'll be a good distraction. Your stomach calmed down as you gave him a smile. You knew you were helping him to avoid looking at the invitation. He seemed to pick up on that as he chuckled lightly. I can handle my laundry. It's okay. Nah, I don't want you to wear out your big, strong muscles. What if I need rescuing? Chris looked at you for a moment before grinning. I like your sarcasm. I like your muscles. Should I show them off more? Frick no. They're way too distracting, fam. It was your turn to laugh as you carried the basket into the bathroom, placing it down in front of the washer and dryer. You could practically hear him blushing as he followed you with the other basket. How do you have so much laundry? Well, I work out a lot. I also have to have extra clothes to change out of since I usually work out before class, then go to class, then I have practice after class. As you listened to him ramble about, you began to put your laundry into the washer, nodding along until you recognized the sweater. As you lifted it up to put it into the washer, a wave of discomfort flooded you. That's my sweater, isn't it? You looked at Chris, who was currently sorting some of his clothes from the basket he had. It's probably just a mix-up from another week, right? As Chris turned to face you, you shoved the sweater into the washer. Thanks for helping me out. I sometimes get overwhelmed by the laundry. It feels a little silly to get overwhelmed by something like laundry, but sometimes there's just so much. Yeah, sometimes even the simplest chores can be anxiety-inducing. You stare at the almost full washer in front of you, your skin prickling with goosebumps as you spoke. So many things can make you anxious when life gets stressful, huh? Totally! Then the two of you fell back into familiar silence. The generic politeness had returned, almost as if nothing over these past few days had happened. Almost normal. Before you knew it, you had to leave for work, so you went back to your room and quickly grabbed your apron before leaving the house. You showed a tentative smile to Chris as you closed the front door, unsure of how to proceed with anything. As you stepped into the chocolate shop, you saw Bess standing there looking over a list. Hey, how are you doing? I'm good, just finishing opening. How have you been? Not great, but it'll be fine. You sure you're good to be at work today? You can always take a day for yourself. Do you know what happened? Bess stared at you for a moment before her gaze softened. Yeah, I heard about it. You want to go home for the day, baby doll? You hesitated before answering, knowing no matter what you said, it wouldn't make you feel better. I'll let you think about it. If at any point today you want to go home early, let me know. I can handle the store by myself. Yeah, I'll let you know. You went behind the counter and joined Bess in figuring out the duties for the week. Eventually, the two of you had everything written down. As the two of you stepped backwards for a moment, you looked at the list of tasks to do for the week. Bess grabbed a dry erase marker and began to write down a few dates next to future tasks and shipment numbers on others. You know the drill. First week of the month, we have a lot of stuff to do. I'll get some of the paperwork done. Can you focus on customers for the first half of the day? Yeah, I'll cover the front. Should be relatively slow today since it's a Monday. Alrighty, I'll be in the back labeling our shipments and cataloging what we have. I'll see you on break. But if there's any issues, don't hesitate to grab me, okay? You got it. Well, as you turn to face the front of the store again, you notice that the shelves were a little empty. You should probably restock soon. You stare at the laptop in front of you and you watch Bess input shipment numbers. Occasionally, you switch tabs and check the status of other shipments and making sure all the numbers added up. No customers meant you didn't have to do so much, so you were pretty much getting paid to sit around. It made you antsy. Sitting back in your seat with a sigh, you watch the outside of the shop, recognizing one of the people walking by. Blair? You stood up a bit, hoping she would come inside. And to your excitement, she did. Blair! Sup, Dorkazoid? How you doing? I'm alright. Could be better, but you know how it is. How are you holding up, hun? As okay as it could be. Blair gave you a small smile as she tapped her nails on the counter. She thought, I have a fun question for you. If you could pick a costume to put Ezra and Sammy in, what would it be? What? Just answer the question. Oh my god, hold up. Maid outfits, bunny suits, or angel devil outfits? Oh god. Oh man, they would look so good in all of them. You know what? Bunny suits for the both of them. God, I'm so down bad. Frick. Alright. What are you gonna say about that, Blair? Fun fact, I have a pet rabbit named Noodle. Great choice. I'm so glad to know what you like. Her tone hinted at something underlying, but you were too thrown off by her question to understand what it meant. Wait, it meant something? What? Are you gonna buy anything or just ask weird questions? Sheesh, can't the gal ask her buddy funky questions? Tough crowd tonight, huh? Anyway, yes, I would love chocolates right now. I've been craving them since last night and couldn't remember when you guys opened, so I just hung outside for a while. Got distracted by a clip clock, then realized you guys were open, so... Clip clock? That's what it is? Oh my god. You got any of those fancy gourmet bars you guys had last week? The milk chocolate ones or the filled ones? Both. You blinked at her before laughing a bit. You got it. As you pointed out the shelf to her, you glanced over at the door and realized another regular was coming in. Welcome to Chocolate Lover. How can I help you today, Dimitri? Oh, hey Lion. Good to see you again. I'm just searching for dark chocolate. You know the place. West wall, right column, bottom drawer. Thank you. As Dimitri walked over to the shelf, Blair came up to the counter. He's cute. Who's he? Down, Blair. His name is Dimitri, and he comes in often enough, and I'm surprised you two haven't met before. You know I've only started coming in here like 6 months ago, right? It hasn't been very long. You've been coming here for almost a year, but you've only been a regular for about 6 months-ish. Yeah, I didn't even remember that, you nerd. Jeez, a girl might get the wrong idea. He gave an awkward smile as she laughed. I'm teasing you. Anyway, how much is all this? You glanced down and realized she had 6 bars on the counter, so you rang her up. Capitalism really popped off today, ladies. Did she just quote a clip clock in real life? I 100% just said that out loud. You're so freaking weird. Thank you. You chuckle as you handed over a small bag of chocolate bars, and she gave you a wave before pulling out a phone and leaving. As she left, you turned your attention to Dimitri, who was looking a little confused. Hey, Dimitri, what's up? Nervously, you came up behind him and cleared your throat. Is everything alright? Yeah, I don't know which one I want more. Oh? What are the options you're looking at? I can't tell if I want the 100% in a bar form or in the chip form. What are you using it for? Oh, my boyfriend and I wanted something that we could have as a dessert when we have date night tonight. But we also tend to buy different chocolates, so I got him what he usually buys. He gently waved 2 bars of milk chocolate. I'm not sure what I want. Ooh, hey, you do like dark chocolate, so I guess Go for the classic dark chocolate bar. That seems like a good idea. Since you two are having a date night, you could match desserts. The only difference would be you have 100% dark chocolate and he has milk chocolate. It'll be cute. You're right. Thank you. Dimitri seems to light up at the idea of matching their partner, and he smiled, glad to have suggested correctly. He returned to the counter and watched as Dimitri seemed to look at other options in the store. Eventually, they came up to the counter and asked to check out. As you watched Dimitri leave, you let out a breath you didn't realize you had been holding. Remembering things about the regulars was important, especially since you had to make suggestions pretty often. You were snapped out of your thoughts by the door opening behind you, and Bess coming out of the storage room. Okay, I think I have everything complete. Do you want to go to your lunch break? Yeah, it's pretty boring up front. Thanks. No problem. You walked into the storage room and sat down in a sea of empty shelves. The owner said they'd eventually expand this place, so we could have a space to eat and take breaks in, but I wonder when that'll be. Your phone was at around half charge as you scrolled, unsure what to do with the rest of your break. Chirpy was being irritating as ever, and ignoring all your notifications was proving difficult, so you swapped to Clip Clock in order to try and laugh. Luck seemed to be on your side, as you only got a few mildly sad videos, but mostly funny ones. As you finish your lunch, you look at the list of weekly tasks you had to do. Which one do you want to do? Prep windows or organize boxes? Prepping windows has always been a bit iffy, so yeah, let's deal with the windows. The windows probably need prepping, so you brushed yourself off and left the storage room. Hey, which of these duties will you be doing for the rest of the day? I'll be working on the windows, organizing and setting up the display. Oh, yes, thank you. We need that done. I'll cover the counter while you work. You nodded at Bess and grabbed the window decoration, wondering how you should set it up for the day. It'd be the usual setup, just some truffles in the window and our gift boxes next to it. As you got to work, you were thinking about different things you could do after work tonight. Probably watch a movie, might call Steph. Scratch that. You realized you probably would not have much to do tonight other than watch movies or read. You could also play a game, but nothing felt interesting at the moment. We could play Elden Ring. Letting out a sigh, you placed the final product in its place and looked at your work. You nodded to yourself, knowing you did a good job. You stepped back to the counter and smiled at Bess, who was helping out a tourist who was new in town. As they waved the customer, you picked out a broom. End of the day already? Felt like it went by pretty quickly. This place always feels fast. I think part of you is zoning out so often. She giggled a bit as she picked up the cleaning wipes. Alright, let's clean up and close up shop. As you and Bess closed up shop, you noticed that Steph was standing outside a little awkwardly. Hey, do you mind if I go see what Steph is loitering for? Sure. Bess gave you a small knowing smile before turning back to what they were doing. You didn't know what they knew that you didn't, but you figured you were about to find out. As you stepped outside, you smiled at your childhood friend. Hey, look, I know I've not been the best friend to you, and I wasn't there when you needed me. But do you want to maybe go out for dinner with me? Just us. We can catch up and spend time together like before. Oh, I don't have anything planned. Ezra? You trailed out after seeing Ezra walking out behind Steph. Hey, I hope I'm not interrupting anything, Sugar Snap. You again? Oh, hey, Mullet. Almost didn't see you there. Mullet? Seriously? You're so uncreative. Would you rather have me mention the fact that you look like you stepped out of an early 2000s teen movie or... Oh my god, Ezra, that was such a good fucking burn. What the heck? Screw off. Nope. Ezra produced a bouquet of flowers from behind his back, startling both you and Steph. I'm not good at making things sweet and gentle, and I didn't know what your favorite flower was, so I just got an assortment. But would you like to come out with me for dinner? Steph looked at him appalled, then back at you. You can't seriously go with him, can you? I'm going out with Ezra. I want to go on a date with Ezra. Oh no. But over on Patreon, I'm going with an alternate route, which I will go out with Steph. Okay, that's not my canon route. My canon route is that I'll go out with Ezra. But if you do want to see what happens when you go out with Steph, yeah, it's down there in the description below. Go check it out. I'm going out with Ezra. Yeah, right. Let's go. You can't be serious, Lion. Really? Hey, Captain made Captain's choice. You have no right to be upset with Captain for it. Butt out, butthole. Hey, not cool, Steph. Not cool. Steph bit their lower lip and looked away from you. Fine. They quickly walked away, leaving you alone with Ezra and the flowers. I'm sorry, they were being like that. You took the flowers from him and stared into them, hoping they would give you answers. Was this the wrong choice? No, of course it isn't, Sugar Cube. You're an adult, allowed to make your own choices. If someone else has a problem with that, then that's on them. You nodded, pulling the flowers closer to your chest and smelling them. It was lovely. You're too kind to me sometimes. You don't know what I would be willing to do for you. I guess it's just weird to be cherished after what happened. You deserve it. Glancing back to the shop, you realized Bess was watching with a confused stare, so you waved and pointed to the flowers, then to Ezra. She waved at you to just leave, and you chuckled before heading off to dinner with Ezra. As the two of you entered the restaurant, you realized it was the nicest restaurant in town. Ezra nodded at the waitress, and she showed you two to your table. Sitting down, you gave Ezra a shy smile before realizing you were still holding the flowers and you fumbled with them for a moment. Oh, let me get those for you. I'll put them in a vase. Oh, thank you. As the waitress took your bouquet, you looked back at Ezra, who seemed to be very pleased that the two of you were having dinner together. It's nice to see you and spend this time with you. It's nice to spend time with you too. The two of you were quiet for a few moments before the waitress returned with the vase and the flowers. I'll buy the vase off of the restaurant, thank you. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. I'll go tell my manager and we'll have it added to the bill. It was gonna be free, but really, you don't have to, Ezra. It's okay. I can probably just ask my roommate to grab a vase out of the closet or something. It's fine. Think of it as a gift. Anyway, it's getting colder. Have you been keeping warm? Yeah, I have. It's kind of weird and sometimes I feel a little paranoid, but sometimes my bedroom window is open when I wake up and I'm like, yeah, soccer! And I know I'm no one special, but it's still scary. I'd say that you're definitely a special person. Is there anything I can do to help you feel safer? You said you're an engineer, right? Yeah. Does that mean you're handy around the house? Can you come take a look at my window sometime? I don't mind at all, Sugar Snap. I'll get your window sorted out for you whenever you're available. Thank you so much. It's just been happening so frequently that's making me nervous. That will make anyone nervous. I get it. As the two of you chatted for a bit, you looked over at the menu, debating what to eat. Hello, dears. Do you know what you're going to order? Ezra looked at you and let you order first. Ooh, oh my god. Broccoli cheddar soup, Caesar salad, grilled steak with asparagus, garlic parmesan pasta. Ooh, I want pasta. Oh my god, give me pasta. Hell yeah. So, Ezra, what are you ordering? Something that was flavorful but not too heavy. I'll have the same. Oh, do you enjoy it? I'm not a particularly picky eater, and I figure if I'm going to get to know you better, starting with foods that you like might be a good idea. You blushed a bit at his comment. Thank you. That's really sweet. Anytime, Sugar. The two of you chatted a bit before Ezra asked you a question that stuck out a bit. Is there anything that's happened recently that was exciting for you? I mean, exciting is kind of broad, but you probably mean something that I enjoyed. I spent time alone with my roommate last night. We had our movie night and, I did, spend a night with you. After the question, you saw the waitress coming over with your food. And the two of you ate while chatting for a while, and before you knew it, the two of you had finished eating, and Ezra was looking at the dessert menu. You're really lean. You lean forward on the table a bit, thinking of a way to flirt. Just pretend I said something flirtatious about sweets and your muscles, okay? They chuckled softly and gave you a sly smile before replying. I adore sweet things. Might be why I like you so much. I'd make it more frequent if I had someone as sweet as you to indulge in. Okay, Lion, get out flirted. You felt your face flush red. You smiled and looked at the dessert menu with him. Working at a chocolate shop would not stop you from enjoying sugary confectionaries, but maybe not chocolate super often. After the two of you placed your order, Ezra looked at you with an expression of gentle worry. I know a lot has been going on for you recently. How are you feeling? Oh, very depressed, very anxious, angry. I miss Steph. I'm angry. I'm still pretty angry at the fact that my ex pretty much just screwed my damn sister. Like, what the hell? You ramble and rant about how infuriated you were at Kenneth and Sarah for their actions and how it hurted you. After explaining how you felt, Ezra nodded, putting their hand over yours. It's okay to feel this way. A lot is happening and you are at the eye of the storm. Anyone would get overwhelmed by what's happening. I feel like I shouldn't be this affected though. I'm an adult, you know? I don't think anyone could handle the situation alone. There's so much happening and you need someone to rely on, to help, clear up any issues you might face. Yeah, there's so much I have to do. You can rely on me if you want. Can I rely on him? Why the heck not? Yeah, let's do it, fam! Let's go! Okay. Oh well. I'm glad. I'd do anything for you. It's getting late. How about I walk you home after I get the bill? Oh, you don't have to get the bill. Of course I'm picking up the bill. I'm getting you that vase, remember? You couldn't argue with him since it seemed like Ezra wouldn't budge. So you just awkwardly finished your dessert while he got the bill for the both of you. You really enjoy sweets, don't you? You finish your dessert really quickly. Yeah, I do. I also really enjoy spending time with you. Your face flushed red and stuffed another bite of dessert in your face. You seemed to grin with affection every time you blushed at their words, but you enjoyed seeing the smile, so you tried not to cover your cheeks too much. Once the bill was paid and you finished your dessert, Ezra began walking you back home, chatting about everything and nothing as the two of you went back to your apartment. You stopped at your door and looked at Ezra, who gave you an affectionate smile. I hope you have a good night, Lion. We should hang out again soon. I would adore that. As you shut the door behind you, you smiled to yourself. Tonight was a good night. Things didn't always have to be terrible. You dropped your keys on the console, looking around the living room to see if Chris had eaten yet. The kitchen was oddly clean, so you assumed he had already gone to his room. As you went down the hallway, you thought you heard a scribbling of pencil and realized he was probably studying for exams. You smiled to yourself, thinking about how you didn't study for exams nearly as much as he did. Once you stepped into your room, you realized that it was way later than you intended to be out, and you didn't have much time to do anything else rather than get ready for bed. So you did just that. Got into your sleepwear and tucked yourself beneath the covers, hoping that tomorrow would bring more good moments. Save here if you want to be ready for our next update. Oh, anyway, that was Restart Heart. I really guys enjoyed this mega episode. This is the first time I've done something like this. And heck, I figure it would have been a good idea considering like there were so many things that was updated with the day 4 update. And I heard that they're actually going to be like adding a lot more features as the game progresses. And I'm really excited for that. Gosh, this has got to be my all-time favorite yandere visual novel. And it's just so freaking cozy. It's lovely. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I will be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.